Hello everyone, it's been quite a while. Haha, a lot of things have changed. Firstly, the most obvious thing is my my hair, guys. Oh my god. And second thing is that about a little more than a week ago, I turned the magical age of 18. That's right, the big 1-8. The age that every single site asks if you're over the age of. And now I don't have to lie on those anymore.
Bro, am I gonna get banned?
Goddamn. Well, anyways, I'll switch to solves in a second so you don't get bored of my face. But anyways, I'll just be talking about my thoughts about pretty much reflecting on my cubing career, because it's been like, I started competing since 2018 and it's been like 7 years now. So I have a lot of things to talk about. So yeah, let's get into that. As the title suggests, I am now officially a Cubing Unc. Yes, I'm a Cubing Unc now. A lot of you are probably thinking, Leon, you're only 18. That's still pretty young. I mean, you're still in your teens, technically. Alright, sure. But one thing you gotta understand is that 18 in cubing terms is pretty much old, man. Like, you gotta admit, 18 is pretty old now. If you look at the top 25 for 3x3, a lot of them are very, very young. Like, let's see, Xuanyi, Yiheng, Timofei, Theodore, and all the 10 million other Chinese kids that are popping out every single minute, they're all very young. And it's kind of crazy now that you think about it, that they're able to reach that high in the rankings with that young of an age, man. And all of this, it makes me realize that I have kind of wasted a huge chunk of my cubing career. What I mean by that is that I haven't really improved much at all in the past year or two. Like, if you try to look at my results from the past year or the past 2 years, some of them are still the exact same. Like, if you look at my 4x4 and 5x5 results that used to be like top 25, now they're like barely, they're like scraping top 50. Like, they're a little bit closer to exiting top 50, which is insane. And I haven't come close to beating them at all, which is kind of sad, because, you know, I got them like last year and I can't even beat them anymore. Dude, what the hell? A huge reason for that is because, well, there aren't many like big cube comps in the country I live in, so it's kind of unfortunate. There's nothing else I can do about that. Other than, you know, organizing my own big cube comp, which is what I'm doing. Hey guys, please join my comp. But another reason for that is also the fact that I haven't really like practiced very seriously the past year. Like, a lot of days I just take out a cube, do some solves, and put it back in my cube jar, and that's it. I never had the same motivation or drive to practice cubing as much as I used to. Like, I remember when I was like 15 or 16, I was like, oh yeah, I'm still like pretty young in cubing terms. I still have a lot of time to improve. And fast forward to now, I still average the same. Boo-hoo, bruh. And it's not just practicing, it's also like learning algs like ZBLL or some 2x2 set. I just never have the motivation to finish learning them. Like, I just give up too easily. And it's not just cubing, you know, because I also had a huge drive to make content, like actual good content on this channel. I had so many ideas that I wanted to make. I've recorded a lot, but I just never ended up recording them. And even if I did record those ideas, I never finished editing them, because I was always thinking like, oh, this video is not good enough. No one's gonna watch this. And then I just end up having like 50 drafts in my editing software, bro. And it's not like I hate cubing, guys. Like, I don't like hate cubing. I still like cubing. I still do it like every day. Like, come on, it's my hobby, bro. And you're all probably wondering, well, Leon, you know, you're an all-rounder. I mean, you also have the ASR for squad and yada yada yada, NROH single, whatever. But one thing you gotta admit is that those single results are just hard carry. Like, it reminds me of that one quote, Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, that's the that's the quote I'm thinking of. I had very, very high aspirations of what I wanted to get good at in cubing. Like, my huge focus since last year was that I really wanted to become good, and I mean like world class good at big cubes. and I mean like top 25 consistently, like breaking NRs consistently type good. And fast forward a year, I'm gonna say that a lot, and fast forward to now, I still haven't done that. I still average the same. I have a friend named Emmanuel Cow. You might have heard of him. We used to average the same on big cubes, like 5, 6, 7, when we first became friends. And I remember asking him, like, "Oh, hey, we should race to see who becomes sub this on big cubes first." And fast forward to now, he's an ASR holder on 7x7, and he's world class on like literally every big cube. And I still average the exact same since when I first asked him about that. But on the bright side, some of you are probably trying to tell me like, "Oh, hey, Leon," but a huge majority of the world-class big cubers are all, old people, like unks, like, SuNxNter Now, Max Park, Kevin Hayes, Felix Zemdegs. Let's just throw some other people out there. Kate, Mark, who else can I name on the top of my head? Jacob, yeah, all those people. And I mean, I guess you're right, but the difference is that they were already good since like years before, and they're just continuing to improve. What I average right now is what they averaged years ago. And that makes me feel like I've just been left out in queuing. Like I have no room to catch up anymore. And obviously that's not true. I can still practice, but again, since I turned 18, I'm gonna have less and less free time to practice, which kind of makes me regret, not practicing seriously when I was younger. So seeing people, constantly improving faster and better than you in real time, while also, achieving all the goals that you wanted to achieve while you're still doing nothing is it's kind of a huge motivator. But all this is pretty stupid, all right? And I'll tell you why. You should never ever compare yourself to other people. I'm like an actual unc giving my grandchildren advice, but like I'm being serious. If you want to improve in cubing, you should never compare yourself to other people. All right? You should stick and focus to yourself, and that's the only way you'll ever improve. So the outcome of the video is that I will try to make more videos on this channel if I have the motivation to, and I'm gonna also try to lock in more on cubing when I still have the time to. Hopefully, this will not just be some random comment that will mean nothing in the future, but I will actually try my best to become world class at big cubes again. Hopefully, the only thing that can stop me from being world class is not myself. Damn, that's deep. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching this silly little rant. Yeah, please join my comp. Yeah, thanks. Bye bye.